I show you three guitars Hofner is putting out now. They're the J17 Contemporary series, meaning they're made in China, but they sure don't feel like it. They're a wonderful guitar. These three I'm going to show you have similarities, and yet they're just a little bit different. So I want to go over each one of those. All of the three guitars, of course, the ebony headstock there with the Hofner inlays. They also have ebony looking buttons. The tuner buttons are not ebony, which is good because ebony falls apart, but they almost feel they're like a rubbery plastic. The neck, the nut width is 1 11/16. Ebony fretboard, no markers on the fretboard. Gives it a sleek looking look. But this is why I never use the guitar in my videos, because it's rough for a student to see where he's at if there's no fret markers. So if it had fret markers, I'd be using them all the time. Now this very first one is the J17 with a floating pickup. And you can see the floating pickup there. It's still got the plastic on it. It's like a Kent Armstrong design. Also has an ebony pick guard, which is really a nice design. It's a little different than the H5, so it's a nicer looking. The vintage sunburst finish on these is really something. It's also got all three of them have got the binding with the 5-piece binding, bound F-holes, maple sides and back. Now this top is a pressed top of solid spruce, 3 pieces of spruce glued and pressed together, making a nice arch. And so it's got a real nice sound. This particular guitar has got ebony knobs, as well as an ebony over metal tailpiece. So it's a beautiful looking guitar. And this, because of its pickup, it's going to have a little more acoustic characteristics to it. Here is the J17 No Cutaway NC. Now, this guitar is reminiscent of the old L5s. You can see no cutaway. Join the body on the 14th fret. You can get to a high G, no problem, but getting to an A is going to be a hassle. I personally like this one the best. I don't know, it's got that old style feel to it. Tunematic bridge, a nice looking carved pick guard, and then it has the traditional Hofner tailpiece, trapeze tailpiece. The appointments are all in chrome. All of these guitars, again, are bound F-holes, 17 inches across the bout, the lower bout, 3.5-inch sides, maple sides and back, 2-piece maple back, and I'll show you the back. Actually, let's take a look at the back of this one. It's really the nicest looking flame. Yeah, look at the flame on that. Isn't that pretty? Now, they're not, to be honest with you, out of the three, this is the nicest looking of the 2-piece maple back. By the way, the sides are maple as well. But, you know, they all look wonderful. This is just the nicest looking. Again, it's a rock solid maple neck. The neck is 1-piece maple on all of them. It's got the volute on it, if you can see that. Little chunk coming out, so added strength on that volute. Once you've had a couple of guitar headstocks break off, you really like the volute. Anyway, it's a beautiful guitar. Look at that. Anyway, I'm going to play them all for you so you can hear them in a minute. This next guitar is definitely like your L5 CES with 2 pickups and the pickup switch, 4 knobs. I kind of dig these white knobs. I don't think they all come with white knobs, but this one did. It definitely has got that old school vibe. Again, you just have the extra tone with the 2 pickups, plus this does have the cutaway. So if you really want to get up there and play high, you can. So this guitar right here is a nice alternative to an L5, for the price especially. Feels like exactly like one, dimension-wise. Beautiful, huh? Okay, tell you what, let's first take a look at this J17 with the cutaway. Acoustically, here's what it kind of sounds like. With the, I'm going through just a little, it's called a Walker Labs amp. It's just a little battery amp, little, I think it's 8-inch speaker with a tweeter, but it's one of the truest amps I've ever played out of. So, and it's a nice sounding amp. Everything sounds good in it. But I think you can hear all the characteristics of the guitar through that amp. It's got a nice throaty low end on this. The J17 with the ebony ebony bridge and the floating pickup. Acoustically, it sounds like this. It's a nice acoustic sound. A little smoother, a little more balanced. I think it's got some nice highs on it, and the pickup now. You know, one thing people ask me about the 17 inches, that isn't it hard to play, especially if you're a small guy? But the deal is, you don't play these guitars like this, like you would a cowboy thing. You know? What you do is you take the guitar and you put it between your chest and your knee, and it sits at an angle like this across. You can see what you're doing. This kind of supports the guitar, and you play it like this, it's very comfortable. Play it this way, your shoulder starts to give out. So just something to think about there. Now this guitar here, again, has the more acoustic qualities to it. So, you know, if you like that sound, I think that's cool. It's pretty nice. I would put it in the category of an Eastman or something like that. It's right up there. So, I'm sorry you're getting the sound of my fingernails and my pick scratching on this pick guard. Ebony pick guard is real pretty looking. So this has got nice tonal qualities to it. All right, now this particular guitar, don't let the no cutaway scare you. You can get up to an E7 sharp 9 odd air. If you need to get it any further than a G, you're out of luck. But if you like playing up here, don't get this guitar. Otherwise, you know what? 99% of your playing is over here. So don't sweat it. I've had several guitars without the cutaway and seem to live just quite nicely with them. One thing about this particular one, I don't know if it's the pickup is just a little bit closer to the string, but it's definitely got more of a tone that I like. It's got that throaty sound to it. It's got that out-of-tune sound, which I like. And I can't wait to put some new, different strings on this. It's a little lighter. This has a lot of shimmer on that high end, and then that low end throaty thing that I like. So it's got that cool sound. And it's also got for some reason it feels heavier than even the L5, the CES kind. I've used this on a couple of recordings and I like it. I like it a lot. So anyway, there is the Hofner J17s. Hope you enjoyed this. And for the price, go to the website, guitarcollege.com. Check out the price. You can't beat them. So you're going to have a wonderful guitar. And the case is spectacular. The case is beautiful too. So check out some of the pictures. I'll talk to you later.